Welcome to DAS011.com. This week we're sponsored by Emico and by Neocon Express. And my name is Eames Demetrius, and this week we're showing part 2 of a film called Lucy's House that we started last week. And this film is about a very special house that was made of an extremely unusual material that you'll see for yourself very shortly. It was all done as part of the Rural Studio program at Auburn University. And we'll talk more about it afterwards, but the thing I want to say is that Samuel Mockbee, who is one of the founders of the Rural Studio, had a real combination of being very pragmatic and very visionary. And it's something that he really communicated to his students and the people he worked with. And when you see this house and you see the rest of this film, you'll know what I mean. Part 2 of Lucy's House.
Mr. Sambo took this area at heart, and he upbuilt the community. They built the chapter up off the dirt. As the time went by, they built it up out of the clay, the dirt, and then had the car mirrors for the glass part that hung. I couldn't even think that you could hang and cover something that rain would not come in.
And this house was designed by these students that you see here. Where's Ben?
There you go.
You down there, Ben? Ben is from Seattle. I'm going to turn it over to them and let them explain what they've done.
We would like to start with thanking people. We would like to thank Sambo for watching us from up there, Andrew for his good advices, Lucy for being such a great client.
Just about everything that the students want to add, put on the house, they always come and ask me, ask my husband, ask my children, what do we think about it? Do we agree with it or do we disagree with it? Will it be for our advantage or not? And we'll put our input. Do we think that it'll be a good idea to add or detract something from the house? But we've been basically coming together and getting together and putting ideas together for the benefit, what they were trying to benefit me, what is best that I like about the house. They came up with the idea of building the tower.
It's 26 feet from the ground to the top of it, and there's a plane of glass 6 foot by 10 foot at the top of it that points toward the North Star. So the whole tower in these triangular panels twists and points over at the North Star, and north is over that way. So her bed lays right here, so as she's laying that way, she's looking up at the North Star.
And I always wanted a basement myself because that was just one of my desires. And I had told them that I want a place that separated, like me and the kids, that I could just get away, and I could just get away and be alone and read my word and pray and won't bother anybody.
During the first semester, we kind of did the research on carpet as a material, and second semester we really worked out the building system to what it is now. It's a system of load-bearing wall and then compression. Kind of the things that are most interesting about it are that, one, you can look at it and see all the colors and the way that they all come together and intertwine. And then the wall is made from 44 pallets of carpet that was stored away in a warehouse that's used carpet, which is 20,800 tiles, 72,000 pounds.
This is a pallet of thirds. This is material that was culled from the cutting lines for one reason or another. It might be a suspected backing defect. It might be a defect in the face. It's not a commercial match to the master. Our desire is to bring every bit of it back that we can. And we in fact bring back our own tile, our competitors' tile, any tile we can use, and even tile we can't use, we'll downcycle it in the best means possible if we can't use it in our reentry program. Never in my wildest dreams did I think somebody would be building a house out of either bales of yarn, bales of cutting scrap, or least of all stacks of carpet tile.
For one person stacking, it's almost 5 people cutting and sorting and moving tile, just for one person to put a handful of tile up.
You line up all these lines on top of each other, so you make sure you're stacking in the same position layer after layer after layer.
I love the look of the carpet. It just, the more that I was around as they was building it up, the more I fell in love with it. And the people, a lot of people have came out and looked at it. They couldn't imagine that you could build a house out of carpet. Neither could I. until I seen it happen for myself, and how that the color pattern is that it really make it seem like a rainbow, you know, sort of like a rainbow color or something. Even from looking out from the road, looking toward back this way, the house just look beautiful, and I love it. I love everything about it.
And the most important tribute to Sambo himself was to create just an extraordinary set of good projects, and that would be the best representation of Sambo. And I think they're very rigorous, they're very tight, and these guys have really worked their butts off, and I'm very, very proud of them, and you should all be very proud of them.
So many people have placed their mark on this place and what this place means. Obviously none more than Sambo Mockbee. But you know, Sambo really isn't gone, he's here. He's in every one of the people that are here. He's in every structure that's been built, and more importantly, he will be in every structure that's built in the future, and there will be lots of them over the course of this century and the next.
Well, that was the conclusion of Lucy's House, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a chance to see the whole film. And I just want to say again what an amazing program the Rural Studio is. And I think there are a lot of things that make it special. There's the design build component, there's the practical part of it, there's the needs of the people. But one of the things that's really quite brilliant about it is that the students that you see there live in the community. Hale and Perry counties, where their work is done, is about 2 or 2.5 hours from the Auburn campus. And I think that Mockbee was kind of brilliant when he chose that distance, because it's close enough that the students can participate in campus life, but it's not so close that they can commute. And so as a practical matter, and they all basically need to live in Hale and Perry counties, and they actually built some pretty amazing buildings that are the actual dormitories and things like that for the students. But it really means that the students are not sort of, are looking at the community as real clients, as real people. They're not in there doing a favor. They become a part of the life of the community. It's very rich, and you can see the connection and just the way they're all interacting. All that energy is completely real. So I think that was a really wonderful thing to do. The other thing I need to say is about the house itself, just from the standpoint of sustainability. Because one of the things that's important about that house is that it turns all the things that are kind of nasty about carpet, which is that it never goes away in landfill, into positives. Because in the end of the day, you don't want your house to go away. And what's good about the use of the carpet in this house, and who knows how practical whether there'll be a lot of carpet houses ever, but what's good about it is that it's not recycling it, it's reusing it. And the thing about recycling, which is good, and it's certainly something we all need to be doing, is it takes energy to recycle materials. But here's something where it's being reused. The carpet is actually carpet tile is being used as it is. And that's an important thing to think about, reusing, not just recycling. So that's Lucy's house. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, this is DAS011. We're just getting started, so please tell your friends about it. You can also, see these as podcasts as well as streaming them online and all those wonderful things. So come back next week. And next week, we plan to be talking about the Dymaxion house.